What if the next big investment opportunity in luxury watches isn't Rolex, but Tudor? For years, Tudor has lived in the shadow of its big brother. But in the last 5 years, it's been quietly transforming into a powerhouse, releasing innovative, heritage-driven designs that have turned heads among collectors. And here's what's fascinating. Some of Tudor's most overlooked models today are already showing early signs of value growth. In this video, we'll explore 7 Tudor watches that have the potential to 10x in value by 2027. The ones flying under the radar now, but poised to become the next collector darlings. Time to get into it. Number 1. Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue Reef M79030B-0001. Let's start with what has become one of the most beloved modern divers of the decade, the Black Bay 58 Blue. When it was released in 2020, it brought a refreshing alternative to the black dial version, a deep, oceanic blue that gave off vintage submariner energy, but with Tudor's own modern twist. Priced around $3,975 retail, it's still accessible by luxury watch standards. But the market trends tell a story. As Rolex prices plateau and collectors seek value, the Black Bay 58 Blue has become the go-to for serious enthusiasts who want heritage and craftsmanship without the inflated cost. Its in-house MT5402 movement, vintage-inspired 39mm case, and perfect proportions have made it a daily wear favorite. Secondary market demand remains consistently strong, and if Tudor ever discontinues this reference, expect values to soar. Number 2. Tudor Pelagos FXD Marine Nationale, reference 25707B/21. The Pelagos FXD is a military-inspired masterpiece, designed in collaboration with the French Navy, the Marine Nationale. Unlike any other Tudor diver, it features fixed strap bars, a full titanium case, and a functional design optimized for underwater navigation. It's not flashy, it's built for purpose, and that authenticity resonates with collectors. At $4,150, it's still relatively affordable for a full titanium, professional-grade dive watch. The connection to the French Navy gives it historical importance, similar to early Rolex mil-sub models, and that's exactly why many enthusiasts believe the FXD could become a future collectible. As Tudor's first modern military-issued watch, it has provenance, and that's the kind of detail collectors will pay a premium for down the line. Number 3. Tudor Ranger, reference M79950-0001. Simple, rugged, and honest. The Tudor Ranger doesn't rely on glamour, it relies on heritage. Revived in 2022 to mark the 70th anniversary of the British North Greenland expedition, this watch is pure tool watch DNA. With a 39mm case, matte black dial, and bold Arabic numerals, it's understated perfection. Retailing around $3,050, the Ranger is one of the most affordable watches in Tudor's lineup, and it's also one of the most authentic. It channels the spirit of vintage Rolex explorers, yet it stands firmly on its own. As minimalism and vintage aesthetics continue trending among younger collectors, the Ranger's simplicity will only become more desirable. It's a future cult classic in the making. Number 4. Tudor Black Bay Pro, ref M79470-0001. When the Black Bay Pro launched, it was immediately compared to Rolex's Explorer 2, and that comparison alone gave it instant credibility. With a fixed steel 24-hour bezel, a robust 39mm case, and the in-house MT5652 GMT movement, it's one of the most technically impressive watches Tudor has ever released. At $4,450 retail, it's a lot of watch for the money, especially considering it offers true GMT functionality, something even vintage Rolex GMT masters struggle to match in affordability. Collectors are starting to realize it too. Early resale data shows consistent premiums, especially for unworn examples. The Pro might still be under the radar, but when Tudor inevitably updates it or moves on to a new generation, the original could become a modern classic. Number 5. Tudor Pelagos 39, ref 25407N. Perhaps the most balanced Tudor ever made, the Pelagos 39 bridges the gap between professional diver and everyday luxury. It features a satin-finished titanium case, ceramic bezel, and a compact 39mm size that wears perfectly on almost any wrist. Retailing around $4,700, it delivers everything collectors love about Tudor's dive watches, but in a sleeker, more wearable format. When it launched, demand was immediate, with some retailers reporting short-term waitlists. It's also the first Pelagos that truly appeals to both hardcore divers and dress watch collectors alike. Its low production numbers, versatile design, and lightweight comfort make it a prime candidate for appreciation in the next few years, especially if Tudor shifts focus to newer models. Each of these watches tells a story of heritage, innovation, and evolution, but what unites them is value. Tudor is producing watches today that rival Rolex in build quality, with movements that are COSC certified, anti-magnetic, and built for longevity, all at less than half the price. And that's why collectors are paying attention. The Tudor market is entering its inflection point, where recognition and demand intersect. Before we get into the final two watches, including a rare discontinued gem already spiking in value, make sure to like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our weekly luxury watch insights. Number 6. Tudor Black Bay Chrono Panda Dial. Reference M79360N-0002. When Tudor launched the Black Bay Chrono, some purists were skeptical. A Tudor chronograph with design cues reminiscent of the Daytona, but that's exactly what makes this piece so compelling today. The Black Bay Chrono Panda Dial, with its crisp white dial and contrasting black subdials, has evolved into one of Tudor's most sought-after modern watches. Retailing around $5,500, it offers incredible specs. The in-house caliber MT5813, based on Breitling's B01 movement, column wheel chronograph architecture, and COSC certification. What sets it apart is the balance: sporty, versatile, and instantly recognizable. Collectors have started calling it the Daytona you can actually get, and that demand has driven resale prices well above retail in recent months. If Tudor ever retires or refreshes this model, and it's likely they will, the current version will be the one everyone wants. The Panda Chrono isn't just desirable, it's collectible. Number 7. Tudor Black Bay Harrods Edition. Ref. 79,230G. Finally, the watch that might quietly become one of Tudor's biggest long-term winners, the Harrods Edition Black Bay. Released as an exclusive collaboration with Harrods in London, this watch takes the standard Black Bay design and gives it a subtle yet striking twist. A green bezel and matching green accents on the dial. Initially retailing around £3,000 sterling, approximately $3,800. This model was only available through Harrods Boutique, with limited quantities and long wait lists. Today, examples regularly trade for $6,000 to $7,000, depending on condition. And that trend shows no sign of slowing down. Why? Because exclusivity and story matter. This isn't a numbered limited edition, but it might as well be. Every collector knows the Harrods green instantly, and it's already become a cult classic in the Tudor community. If Tudor ever ends this collaboration, or simply shifts focus to other partnerships, prices could surge dramatically. It's the kind of watch that quietly compounds in value year after year, much like the Rolex Hulk once did. Tudor is no longer the brand people buy instead of Rolex. It's now a brand people collect alongside Rolex, and often it's the Tudors that outperform in the long run. Models like the Pelagos FXD, Black Bay 58 Blue, and Ranger represent something Rolex lost years ago: accessibility, soul, and honest craftsmanship. And as collectors rediscover those qualities, Tudor's market is heating up faster than anyone expected. If you're building a long-term watch portfolio, these are the Tudors to watch. Literally, every one of them combines strong demand, limited supply, and historical storytelling. That's the formula for value growth. And if you're considering adding one to your collection, I've partnered with exquisitetimepieces.com, a trusted authorized retailer, to give you $100 off any purchase over $1,000 when you use the promo code INSIGHTS at checkout. It's a simple way to invest in your next future classic and save a little while you're at it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our weekly luxury watch insights. Until next time. stay stylish, and stay informed.